I was reading, well, I typically read Sunday morning when I get up, because I typically get up around 6, thereabouts, so I've got some time. And I'm still working my way through Alan Kardec's The Spirit book, but I came across some good stuff. And I'm going to share some of that good stuff with you. And as I said, the Spirit book is a question and answer session with the Spirit teachers. And in this, he asks, is social life founded in nature? Certainly, was the response. God has made you for living in society. And in another instance, he asks, what is the cause that impels man to war? Now, that is a good question. And the Spirit said, the desire of another to satisfy their passions. And in another instance, he asks, what is to be thought of the infliction of the penalty of death in the name of God? That's poignant, you know? It is a usurpation of God's place in the administration of justice. Those who act thus show how far they are from understanding God. Capital punishment is a crime when applied in the name of God. And another one here, Jesus said, he that takes the sword shall perish by the sword. Are not these words the consecration of the principle of retaliation? And is not the penalty of death inflicted on a murderer an application of this principle? And this I really like. You have mistaken the meaning of these words, as have many others. He who has caused his fellow beings to suffer will be placed in a situation in which they themselves will suffer what they caused others to endure. And since that, kind of interwove together so nicely, I just grouped them like that. So, any thoughts or comments?
I just found
read
it
that
really
book.
interesting you chose this because I've been thinking for like the next message Sunday, which I thought was today for some reason. Did I miss one? Not message. Spirit, the seance.
Oh, that's today.
It is today. I was thinking about asking those kind of ethical dilemma things and then wondering, well, in our culture, yes, something like that is an ethical dilemma, but it's not going to be an ethical dilemma in another culture. I was thinking about euthanasia for humans, and then I thought, well, I don't know if it's okay is that an okay kind of question to ask?
Well,
Because I'm already kind of supposing the answer anyway, but it'd be nice to have either confirmation or correction.
Sure. Just be a little more specific when you speak about euthanasia. Is it the state that is doing the killing, or is it the individual doing the killing?
Like
when Robin Williams?
Yes, like Robin Williams, like many people who are chronically ill or terminal.
Ah, okay.
People suffering a terminal thing. I mean, he would have been terminal down the road. He just,
It was in people like Robin Williams' case, who had this all his life. There is that chemical imbalance. So in other words, the body is flawed. So he struggled against the body his entire life. His entire life that he lived, he was terminal. Essentially, he was terminal because it was not about let's see, how's the best way to put that? It's not about whether it's going to happen or not, and if it can be prevented. It's when. Simply when. Because, it comes back to when we talked about the body having its own memory. That's what it is. The body is essentially being told it's time to stop. And the mind or the spirit is coaxing it along. It's like you driving down the road and in your car and it's on empty. You go, just a little further. I can see the gas station just a little further. I mean, that's what's happening because the body has its purpose and the soul has its purpose. And they mesh together, but when they no longer mesh together, then they become into conflict with each other. And with people with those types of disorders, that's what's happening. The soul and the body are trying to convince each other, one that it's time to go, and the other one not yet. So they're looking for middle ground, and that's what that conflict is in those types of instances, is they're trying to find that middle ground. And when that middle ground comes together, then whatever is going to be will be. And as I and Robin Williams is a good example because he struggled with that. And he's not the only one. Many people struggle with that. And it's not that they are having these thoughts of suicide and everything. It's that the body is demanding. It's time to stop. And the soul is saying, just a little more, just a little more. And that's where the conflict comes in. And when the two find that middle ground, then something happens. Something happens.
would you guys be okay with that question being posed or that
Yes,
question today?
yes.
It made me like really strong this morning. So there's no such thing as coincidence
No.
that you bring that up.
Yeah, I think it's a great question. Yeah.
Any other comments or questions or anything? I want to thank you all for allowing me to share that, and thank you for your input with that.